sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Start this game. Coming out with it, it's Ashley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short. He wants to change this route. Jones wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads.
Oh, a lot of space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Law. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, your opponent opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Law. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The inside handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. The throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football.
There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they will score. Touchdown, Nevada.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end.
But forget that.
We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Woods. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they turn it into a defensive score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Wood. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
So now it's second and long. Jones wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the catch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Jones to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Complete to the left. Still on his feet. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just threw that one way too far.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's incomplete, and the
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nevada. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Law. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kentucky right back to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decision.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Nevada going quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Law. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them in.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Looking down the middle. And wings it incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Long. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so done.
Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Kentucky has time on its side, and they'll take every second of it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. On the run, still looking. And he's forced out of bounds and missed his opportunity to get rid of the football. A huge loss forced on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Why not double the try total and go for two? The snap sets up the throw. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Carpenter. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This one was a lot like a tennis match.